Looking forward to having the conversation today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy life to come on here and give us a little explanation of, or a greater understanding of these types of tests. So I usually like to get the guests to explain who they are, where they came from, and how they ended up here. So maybe you can give us a little bit of your backstory.
Okay, thanks. I am Jenny Garley. I have a, let's see, I have an undergrad in just bachelor's of science, and then I have a master's in food science and technology with an emphasis in microbiology. Also, because if you get a master's in microbiology, you don't have to deep dive into math. So just FYI, everyone going to school. And you don't have to, and no cadaver work, which is not really for me either. So I actually came from the fishing industry. My family is commercial fishermen, and I did live in Alaska for a while. So I worked in several laboratories up there, and that's really where I got a foothold in laboratories. And I came back here and I worked for the NFL. It's the National Food Laboratory, and I did a lot of work over in Europe for them for processing food and looking at the microbiology behind that. And then I decided I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. Took some time off to have some kids. Was brought into a roundtable just discussion when John Kempf came to town, and I liked what he had to say. And so I gave him my resume and for some reading material on the way home. I worked for AEA for about 5.5 years, advancing eco agriculture, where in 2014, I learned about SAP analysis, and I learned that that's definitely the area that I would like to learn more about. So I got to learn from the owner of a SAP lab in the Netherlands when he came here to the US. And I jumped ship and I went to another laboratory inside the US because I was also in charge of international shipping, which was not getting any easier. So I decided I didn't want to keep doing international shipping. And I went to New Age in 2020. And I oversee all the SAP for all over the US. I specialize in California crops because that's where I'm from. That's where I am. My roots are in the berry industry, but we have so many different crops here. We also work in Canada, Mexico, and South America.